Hi, my name is Timothy Dolan, a former professor of public policy and public affairs at various universities, both nationally and internationally. And I wanted to kind of comment based upon personal experience as one who worked with the American Red Cross at Camp Pendleton when they had a refugee camp for Vietnamese refugees back in 1975. At least 300,000 Vietnamese were processed at that time, and to my knowledge, none of them were Viet Cong. The reason I bring that up is that we have a policy right now that has recently been affirmed by the Supreme Court that refugees from places like Syria can be kept out of the United States, as if people who are fleeing a terror regime are themselves terrorists. And I would say that the likelihood of that is slim to nil. I also happen to be a veteran of working with the Catholic Immigration Center in 1986, when we last had a so-called reform of immigration that many point to as an amnesty. I want to revisit that because the conditions were rather remarkable for those whose status became regularized, who then became eligible for green cards and perhaps eventual citizenship as American citizens through that program. What was wrong with that? I would say nothing, because the conditions for qualifying for regularization of status under the Reagan Immigration Control and Reform Act was 10 years residence in the United States and no criminal record. Without those conditions, you could not qualify for regularization. I see no problem with doing that again for those people who have lived as undocumented immigrants in the United States, who have not committed any crimes, who have contributed to the country, including, by the way, contributing often with fake Social Security cards, meaning they are contributing through the deduction by their employers of Social Security to pay into that system, yet will never have the benefits of Social Security. So it's a win-lose in that the immigrants are losers on Social Security, not winners. The winners are those who do qualify under the Social Security trust funds, which have now been augmented by funds that those people will never receive. So back to the point that any kind of immigration reform that might feature a regularization of status may not be a bad thing. We did not suffer ill effects in 1986 when we initiated that program. I've seen those people, I've known their faces. The number one illegal immigrant group in Hawaii, where I did live, were Canadians. Nobody seemed to raise a fuss about that. Now there are people from all over the world who came through our program. And I have to say, our lives are better for it. Their lives are certainly better for it. It is something that I would consider and strongly advocate for as a revisiting of the 1986 Immigration Control and Reform Act. Thank you very much.